reviewing different ways that we can manage our money. I think that we will need to choose a couple of these, not only one. So I have a list of some different various recommendations, and we're going to together quickly look through all of these ways and try to figure out by the end of the video which are the best, most practical, secure ways for digital nomads, no matter the location. So let's go. So if you can see from this list, in first I have Wise and Revolut. I believe that most of us know Wise, send and receive money globally. I've been using Wise personally for about 4 years, and they really do have great transfer fee. The bank conversion rate is much better. Like, sometimes when I do big amounts of conversions, I compare the live conversion fee of different platforms, and usually Wise is the best one, especially over PayPal. Oh my gosh, we'll get to PayPal. But so Wise, I think, is a must-have. Even I've never really had any. I've never had any real issue. I mean, I had to verify my billing address. I think that took a few days, so I couldn't really use the account. So yeah, that's tricky. Huh? It cannot be the only place to keep funds. Send money worldwide safely. Biometrics, yeah, it's safe. I love how it's like borderless. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly without borders. So I think it's really built. It's more made for the customer, opposed to traditional banks who are more looking for their own goods, own benefits. You know, overcharging fees and ambiguous contracts and stuff. But everything is ambiguous wording. This wording here is not ambiguous. Everything is clarified. Even the fee that they would take. So if we transferred $500, they would the fee is about $7 and a half plus tax and stuff like $9. So $9 fee for $500. It's not. It's. I mean, more or less, right? I think we'll do a comparison, but it's fast, and even if the fee might seem high, I mean, $10 for 500. That's not so bad. I think it's 1%, so not bad. And I wrote that the pros of Wise and Revolut are the low international transfer fees with real-time exchange rates, easy to hold and convert multiple currencies. So you will have many accounts in your account, each account with its own like routing number, easy to receive money, right? And each one with its own currency. You could easily move it to a different account of a different currency. So moving money is very easy, safe, and great with and transparent. The cons is that it's not ideal for receiving payments from platforms like Upwork. Yeah, it's not like Revolut is not a traditional bank. So things like that, like customer service, ATM machines, right? It's not like if we go to want to use withdraw cash from Wise, the fee is there is a fee as opposed if you have a local bank, there's no fee to withdraw money. And is there a fee to make? Yeah, there's a fee to make transfers. But if you make a local transfer with a local bank, there's no fees. So it's going to really be about knowing what to use at the right time. Wise is really going to be more about if you receive dollars, you find a way to put it in Wise, and you would convert it to your local currency. That's amazing. That's something that I like. Is that I would receive money in a different currency, and I would rather convert it in Wise than convert it with a traditional bank. Big price difference. So I'm gonna keep Wise. Revolut, I had some issues with Revolut. I've used it for 2 or 3 years. No, most of the time I didn't have problems, but there were a couple of issues, not too much. Wise was better for me. However, Revolut has a lot of options. As it says here, it's great for all-in-one banking. So yeah, you could invest directly here, trade if you're a trader. Yeah, I think it's yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's not that international as Wise. It, Revolut is not available in many countries. It's very UK focused. I had more issues when I left the UK. I used to live in the UK and I had Revolut. However, when I left, that's when I started having issues. So it's not really international. So I'm gonna write here Revolut. Wait, I have another section where we're gonna put our final thoughts. So have at least. Okay, wait. Have at least 3 or 4 different finance platforms. Okay, Wise, not Revolut. Okay, next, PayPal. Hmm. PayPal is very convenient. PayPal is very convenient. You could easily, very easily and fast receive money. Even making transfers is pretty fast. However, the fees, oh my gosh, some of the fees and sometimes stupid fees that like are unnecessary. It's gotten better now. Like I've used it a couple of times recently. It's gotten better. However, the fee is the major problem. However, it's very convenient, guys, to receive money. Safe. Like you just have to provide your email address to anyone in the world, and you send it, and in your PayPal account you would instantly receive it in that currency. So good and bad. I might use it to receive income from my income making sources. However, limited. Limited. PayPal is a tricky one. I will have a PayPal account, but I will not. It will not be my go-to because the fees are ridiculous. Like too high, ridiculous fees. Like we saw the fee with Wise was $10. It'll probably be $30 with PayPal. Like there's a big difference. They've made some improvements recently, simplifying it, making it better, easier to use. It's way more user friendly. What did I write here? Widely accepted by clients, businesses, and platforms. Yes, anywhere. Like, yeah, to receive money, and then from there you send it to a bank account. You send it to Wise. From there on, not directly make payments from PayPal. Easy integration with e-commerce and freelance sites. Yes. So yeah, if you have a website or any platform where you sell from, or Amazon, eh, eBay, whatever, you could just provide your PayPal email address to receive funds. Very simple. That's it. Like it's pretty complicated. If you have to provide and verify, authenticate your bank account to link it to like Amazon or something, sometimes it can be annoying to be honest. So I love how fast it is that to set up PayPal to receive payments to me. So that's great. High look cons, yeah, high fees for currency conversion and withdrawals. Yeah, accounts can be frozen without much notice or recourse. Figuring out problems on PayPal, I've always had issues. It would take a long time. Take a long time. So I'm very skeptical about PayPal. So I'm gonna write yes, PayPal, but open to better alternative. However, whenever I see a platform that to set up a payment, they only suggest bank account or PayPal. There isn't an alternative. Hmm. Yes, PayPal, but avoid when possible. Boom. There we go. Okay. Traditional bank accounts. Example. When I say traditional bank account, I really do mean though, depending on your situation, a bank that has banks in more than one country. Like this one, Santander, I think is almost everywhere. Easy to use, not that many problems. No matter where you go in the world, you don't really have issues taking out money because there is a local bank of that same brand. So I want to recommend specifically Santander, even for me. I should open one soon. So what did I write? Pros and cons. Usually free to receive domestic transfers, and yeah, and free ATM withdrawals, and, and to send and sending money, locally, nationally. Is nationally one L? Nationally. No, I got it right. Okay. Cons, expensive and slow for international transfer. No, no, man. I don't think I've ever made an international transfer with a traditional bank account. Not even in emergencies. I'd find a different way. Yeah. Like, obviously, the thieves, because they could hide things. They don't have to, they could use the currency rate from yesterday. Or, yeah, and say, oh, computer issue, computer bug. And it's complicated. Like, mm, I wouldn't use, yeah, I wouldn't use a traditional bank account for international transfer. Stick with Wise or even PayPal. I think PayPal would have a better rate than traditional bank accounts, but that's up for debate. But it's more or less the same. PayPal and traditional bank accounts to make international transfers is pretty much the same price. Expensive. So the cons expensive and slow requires local ID, proof of address, and bureaucracy. Mm, to open the bank account, yeah, maybe opening the bank account might be annoying, but just for opening it, that's fine. But for day-to-day management, I think it's great. And if there's any blocks, it would be very easy to handle. Instead of over the phone, you can go to a local branch. So it doesn't have to be Santander, but one that applies for your situation. But for me, I'm going to be traditional bank with worldwide branches, i.e., Santander. But wait, I'd say at least two of these accounts. At least two traditional banks. Yeah, as a digital nomad, we need to we need to have no issues with our finance management. Next, now it's gonna get very interesting. Next, we have Pioneer. What is Pioneer? Let's see. The payment platform designed for global businesses. Send and receive international payments no matter where your business operates. All Pioneer accounts offer a variety of reliable services and tools that can simplify the way you work. Lets you manage lets you manage your international payments so your money flows and your business grows. Pay credit card, collect payments from foreign accounts, how you pay globally. Let me check something. Trust Pioneer. 3.8. That's not good. Let's see. I don't totally base my opinion on reviews. However, 3.8 overall is worrying. But I want to read specifically what is the issue. Great customer, great customer service. That's not good enough. What about clean and easy? Okay, user experience looks good. Yeah, I've been trying to make and wait for. I mean, he was a customer for 4 years and now he's complaining. So I do not fully, and only one review. I do not fully trust that this is a scam. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah. No. 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 Too many issues, and the positive things are not elaborated. Like they just say fast, easy, good, but they don't elaborate. Guys, I'm not sure about this one. This was going to be a tool that we use. It was recommended for digital nomads, but too many. And these are all recent. Huh? Everything, all the reviews we've seen are from 1 day only. From okay, this seems. I don't think Pioneer has been around for a decade, and it's just now that you leave a review. He's been having issues and still gave a 5 star. And why do they not answer the negative comments? They did not answer the negative comments. Red flag, red flag. I wanted to use this tool as a PayPal alternative. Great for receiving payments from platforms, but stick to PayPal, I think. Offers virtual bank accounts. We have Wise for that. High fees for ATM withdrawals and currency conversion. Customer support is often slow and unhelpful. No to Pioneer, guys. We might have to make. We're gonna make a final list right now, but in a couple of months we'll have an updated list to see if there's any new competition or new platforms with having. So no to Pioneer. No to Pioneer. Not good enough. Like there was too many bad reviews, and the good reviews were not good enough. Yeah, it's a good backup. It's a good backup just to have. Maybe, but might be worth having an account just in case. But no, no, might have issues with your money with them. No, we'll be open to different other solutions. So next, cryptocurrency wallets. These were the last two. I put three: Ledger, Exodus, and Trust wallets. So cryptocurrency wallets is interesting, right? High control and privacy over your funds. High control is great, and the fees to transfer crypto. I'm not really into crypto, not at all, but I did a few years ago have it and made some transfers with it, very fast and like anywhere in the world. And like basic, if you choose the right currency to transfer from, like the right cryptocurrency to use to transfer, there's like almost no fees. I remember Ripple was great, almost like no fees to transfer, which is incredible, right? No fees to transfer. However, you know how like the price fluctuates of the assets, but that's the same for the dollar. Like DXY trading, if you the dollar too fluctuates. So I don't think it's an argument to say, oh, but cryptocurrency fluctuates. And look, these are big swings. Like these are big fluctuations in the price. The value of a dollar was 101 point nearly 102 if you look all the way up here. Yeah, 102 nearly. And like a few hours the day before, no, so this was on Monday, but on Friday it was at almost 99, and on Thursday it was at like on Tuesday it was all the way almost at 98. So the dollar fluctuates a lot too, so it doesn't matter really holding it in dollar or cryptocurrency. Not that big of a difference. Let's see if the fluctuations. I mean, the fluctuations of Bitcoin look more stable, not as crazy. Like crazy up, more value, but yeah, I mean a bit down but back up. Like Bitcoin looks like it has a more trustworthy and reliable chart than the dollar. So yeah, even though I'm not really into cryptocurrency, I'm not against it. I think that there's a lot of potential, and it looks like it's here to stay. So even if there was an issue, we could just withdraw that money. And another thing would be that maybe to not put too much of our money in crypto. Like I'm thinking maybe 5%, 10% max in crypto, something like that. Yeah, decentralized borderless payments is great. Yeah, volatility and price hike, but that's the same. That's the same in the dollar, you know. Yeah, not accepted by most mainstream services or clients. That's true. But as a digital nomad, we're not really trying to use it for payment. Just a way to have more access to our money easily. So for me, oh, I'm open. Let's check out the first one. This is I think, a physical wallet. This is a physical wallet, guys. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, guys, I think even the fees to make a transfer by crypto, they're much better than even Wise. That's saying something, eh? Physically secure your. I mean, physically doesn't mean they're secure. I'm not sure if I need a. I don't know if I need a physical wallet, right? I don't know if it's the safest way to secure crypto. So, guys, if you're interested in a physical wallet, but uh, what are the advantages of having a physical crypto wallet? It's only about safety, but we have other ways and keep it online, and you could lose it physically too. No, not sure. So yeah, not sure about Ledger. Let's check out Exodus. This is a digital wallet. So crypto across network, millions of assets supported. I mean, yeah, this is like a bank account. You would put that money like in a broker, like a trading platform, and like you could convert it to US dollars, and from there on transfer it to your bank account, Revolut, PayPal. So easy to convert, but you do have to make a transfer, and there's not really any fees from here to the broker. Guys, I think we need one of these, eh? Even if you keep a couple of percent of your money here, it's worth it, especially if I think it has some advantages, right? More control over your money, and it might even be, if we choose the right assets, it might even be better than keeping it in a bank account. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Let's give a green light to Exodus. Yes to Exodus. Trust Wallet is something similar. Let's check. We're almost done. It's like a competitor of Exodus. Let's see. Let's see. I guess everyone can choose the platform that's best for them, but in general, I do recommend for me especially, to have at least one of these digital wallets, digital bank accounts for crypto, and can convert it to any currency, any value, anything. Hmm. You could directly buy on this wallet. Guys, that's interesting. I mean, you probably could do it on the other one too, but yeah, you don't need to go on a broker. Brokers exchanges. Let me try something. Exodus wallet versus Trust wallet. Is there something like that? All for wallet, offer reliable option. Exodus stands out with its versatility. Design is not the priority. Versatility. Trust wallet is like, yeah, better for DeFi. What is DeFi? Hmm. 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 Not sure, guys. Both are good. Let's see this. This is 4 months ago. Let's see what they have to say. I enjoy using Exodus. I like Exodus much better. They're both great. Okay, so and Exodus has more assets, years with no problems. Yeah, yeah. There's a special note, and if you forget it, you might lose your money. So Exodus looks more user friendly. I use both. Yo, I think it's Exodus. All of them. I've used both for years, and it's cleaner. Swap function. Get a cold wallet if holding though. Cold wallet is physical wallet, I believe. Just doesn't daily back to the train your fund new. I'm not sure if I could. That's reliable comment. Ah, Exodus fees, interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting, guys. We're trying to make a decision on which one's better. Overall rating, hmm, 4.3 to 3.8. The best, the right thing would be to have both, right? The right thing would be to have both. But it looks like Exodus. Yes, to Exodus, maybe trust wallet as a backup. Just have it without needing to have any funds. Just have an account. Interesting. Okay, so it would be yes Exodus, no to Ledger, yes Exodus, maybe to Trust Wallet. Google Pay, Apple Pay. I don't have any of these. The main reason is because of this con. Of this reason, I don't have any of these because it's dependent on your phone's battery and functionality. So if your phone dies, what are you gonna do? And what's the point if I'm gonna carry my card to have it on my phone? And you need internet too, right? Hmm. Limited acceptance in some countries. Even though I've been to like some like villages in many places of the world, and they accept it. They accept it. I think it's widely accepted now. However, it's true that they're not everywhere. Quick, secure, convenient. It says no need to carry cards. I wrote this, but I would look at different articles and see the main points and put it here. And it says no need to carry cards, but yes, you okay. So what do you do if your phone dies or no internet? Nah, man, not convinced. Not convinced. Is is it even worth having? I know it's convenient. It's convenient, right? But for me, it's just tricky, right? I'm dependent on my phone. What am I gonna have to carry a phone battery all the time? And you're always gonna have to check your phone battery before going out to see if you have to carry your card. But anyway, we have to carry a wallet because we have to carry things like ID, I don't know, membership cards. But what if you lose that card? It'll take time to replace it. But if you lose it, I'm not worried about the money because you can get it safe. They can't, even if they tap and I alert the bank fast, that I will get refunded. So I think Apple Pay is worth having just in case. However, it's worth having, yes. Does it help us as a digital nomad? As digital nomads? Yes. I'd say yes, guys. Have it as a backup, but we do need to carry our bank cards anyway. Unless you really rely on your phone. If you have like always signal and stuff like that and a great phone battery, okay, but and you could find somewhere someone with a charger. So it's worth having, and then with experience and your personal and practical life, you will see if it's worth it. It might be worth it because instead of maybe carrying two cards, I can only carry one. So Yes to mobile wallet, Google, Apple, but as a backup. So how many do we have? We have one Wise, two PayPal, three, four if we take two banks, five if we do Exodus, six if we do Trust Wallet, seven if we do. Yo, guys, great, very productive session. You know, this video is about one of the foundations, one of the pillar, of the pyramid we're trying to build. You know, the top of the pyramid is us as a digital nomad, and right now we're making the base structure to get to reach that to the top of the pyramid. And this is one of the foundations that's going to hold our structure. And I think we've figured out like seven reliable ways to manage our money internationally too. For internationals, we have crypto, we have Wise, yes, PayPal, maybe, yes to mobile wallet, payments anywhere in the world, right? Even with your card too, but it's a bonus to have this. So I'm very satisfied with this session. I think that maybe, I don't know if we need more, but if you have any recommendations, let me know. But I'm very happy with this, and maybe, you know, we will, when we do all the foundation and we're starting to build a pyramid, before we continue building, we'll review all the foundations, see if there's any holes. We'll have like a session reviewing through all of our foundation and seeing if there's anything to improve or to make sure it's rigid enough to hold our structure. But I'm very happy. This is many backup, safe ways. We have traditional, online, physical, like a lot of great stuff. So I hope this is productive for you as it was for me, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Talk to you later. Good luck.